morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you guys are watching this video. Track stopping back at y'all with another one. Thank you for tuning in to 808s and Kicks. So, last weekend I went to the Chance the Rapper concert, and I gotta say, hands down, it was dope. It was one of the best shows I've been to in quite a while, and I feel like I really did get my money's worth. I'm definitely a huge fan of his and what he does, for his fans and for his community, and he put on a show. I dug it. I was digging every minute of it, every second of it. It was really dope. I'm glad I was able to make it there.
Say ride, just enjoy the ride, just enjoy the ride. Cause you gon' be alright, we gon' be alright.
Can't wait to see him, on the next one, when he does another show, But jumping on right into things, we're gonna get into a sneaker today. It's not a pair of Nikes, it's a pair of Adidas. I feel like I don't, review a lot of Adidas, on my channel like I would like to, but we'll see what happens in the future with more sneakers that are releasing and stuff. But let's go on and break them bad boys out. All right, guys, here we have it. We have here Anthony Edwards 2. This is your Adidas Anthony Edwards 2. Decent box. The box is not too flashy and stuff. I like the little small tiny details they have on it. So on one side of the box you got the Adidas 3 stripes, and then right next to it you have the Anthony Edwards logo. I did get these true to size. I don't own a pair of the first Anthony Edwards sneakers. Me personally, I was gonna get a pair of them, but all these other sneakers that's releasing, I just didn't think of it, But now looking at these, I gotta double back and get, a pair or two of the Anthony Edwards, the first pair of Anthony Edwards that came out that I do want. But jumping right back on into it, the top of the box, you get more of Anthony Edwards logo, that touch on there with his logo. I did get these true to size in the size 9. You get your another Adidas logo right here above the hole on the box. Jumping on into the packaging, as you open up the box, I do like here it says "Believe That." Pretty cool. Now the wrapping paper ain't too flashy. It's just got the Adidas logo on it along with Anthony Edwards logo as well. Nothing too special, right? Let's go on and bust those bad boys out. All right, guys, here we have it here fresh out the box. This is our Adidas Anthony Edwards 2s. These are the With Loves. I love the colors on these sneakers, guys. I love the way that the colors is popping on these. I definitely do dig it, very nice. So quick thing about the sneakers, the reason why these are called With Love, this is basically based on the colors on this shoe is pretty much based on Anthony Edwards' personal mindset and motto. With love, it's a phrase that he uses often to describe how he approaches everything in life, basketball, family, fans, and his journey. It's also meant to represent playing a game with passion, confidence, and heart, but also showing love to those who support him. The theme ties into his personality, and it's reflected in the shoe's storytelling and design details. That's what makes the shoe special to me, at least in my opinion. That's what makes the sneaker special. But jumping right on into things, guys, I know you can't look at this shoe without seeing this high popping pink right here. You just can't go wrong with that. Side of the sneaker right here, the makeup of these shoes are not like any other basketball sneaker. So most sneakers we'll see like little ventilation holes on the toe box, to help when your feet is getting hot and with all the sweating and stuff. But right here on the side, right next to this toe box right here, you get these little vents going up the sneaker, which is pretty cool. I love how they did that. Those are supposed to be the ventilation pockets to help your feet get a little bit of ventilation in there when they hot and sweaty and stuff. Excuse me. Versus the toe box is pretty closed off. This toe box is 3M. I think that's a pretty nice touch to it as well. And of course, yes, you do get a second set of laces. So if you don't want to just rock out with the all black laces, you can switch it up and put the pink laces in there. And me personally, I think the pink color would just add on to the sneaker and just make it pop even more. This tongue is almost like a fixed tongue. The way that this is made up, you have these laces going across here, but the eyelets is not on the outside of the shoe. It's pretty much, within the inside area right there, kind of give you a more of a snug fit and, keep your foot secure when you're on the court. ripping and cutting. You know, I like that. I like that a lot. Top of the tongue here, you do get Anthony Edwards logo right there. Instead of it just being the Adidas logo, you do get that Anthony Edwards logo. Let's jump to the back of the shoe right now. So on the heel of the shoe, right on top of the collar, opposite that Anthony Edwards logo on the tongue, you do get your Adidas 3 stripes. Here on the heel, I love how they did that. I really do. So in the inside of the shoe, when I'm feeling it, you know, you feel a lot of padding and stuff, right? But on the outside, you do get that carbon carbon fiber, you know, detail on it, and it's very, very tight. It's very, very tough and snug. I love how they did that, giving you a little bit more, you know, of a secure fit, and it's also comfortable as well at the same time. I love that. I love how they did that. That's superb in my opinion. Very nice, very nice. Jumping to the bottom of the sneaker, the sole. Of course, you get your little detail on there with the colors inside the sole here. It's a bit of a translucent sole. Right here in the arch part, it's very tough. You get that shank plank right there that keeps your foot secure, giving you that extra support so you can get that work in on the court. Very, very nice. And if I'm not mistaken, within this sole, you do get a little bit of Adidas Boost technology. You can't really see it just looking at it on the outside of the shoe, but within the sole, you do get some of that Adidas Boost technology. I do like the Boost technology. I love how it's bouncy, but at the same time, it helps absorb, you know, the impact and stuff. Being a ball player, jumping up and down on the court, I love how they did that. I really do. Very nice sneaker in my opinion, guys. They seem to be pretty light as well. I know the excuse me. I know the Anthony Edwards one had a few more, just a little bit more weight on it versus this one. It's a lot lighter. You can really feel it when you pick it up. It's a lot lighter. So I do know that the Anthony Edwards last year in 2024 won sneaker of the year. I want to say Complex gave it the sneaker of the year, which is a pretty big deal in my opinion, guys. Let's be real. Most people, when they think about basketball shoes or just signature sneakers in general, everybody knows about Jordan, everybody knows about Nike, but for Adidas to pull it off and have an athlete that they sign get the sneaker of the year last year, that is a pretty big deal. Now, would these get the sneaker of the year this year? I don't know. It's possible, you know. And I say that because not only because of the technology, I love the weight in it, and not to mention this is a very affordable pair of sneakers right now. For me, I got these on feature. I actually got these discounted. I mean, it's not that the sneaker's not selling. Adidas said, you know what, we're gonna let this shoe release, and guess what? Certain places already get the go ahead to put these sneakers on discount, and not bad, you know. You want something that's affordable, you want something that's good on your feet, you want something that's also gonna help with your performance and stuff. And in my personal opinion, I feel like you have that all together in this pair of sneakers right here. But enough of that talking, guys. We're gonna take a closer look at these bad boys, and then we're going to wrap this bad boy up. Keeping the momentum going from the success of his first signature pair of sneakers, we have here his second signature sneaker, the Anthony Edwards 2 with love. With colors throughout the shoe that are supposed to represent his personal motto and mindset, with love, a phrase that Edwards often uses, is meant to represent him playing the game with passion, confidence, and heart, but also showing love to those around him that supports him. With his signature logo on the tongue, signature Adidas 3 stripes logo on the heel of the shoe, bright pink colors popping on the upper of the shoe, and a very, very nice sole of the sneaker that's translucent but also has Adidas Boost technology in it. Second set of laces as well if you want to switch things up to make things pop a lot more. This is definitely one for those that are fans of the Anthony Edwards sneaker line, or for those that are fans of a sneaker that helps you perform 10 times better than other sneakers do. So what do you guys think? Are you a fan? Or are you not a fan? Let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, there you have it. A look at your Anthony Edwards 2 with Loves. Very nice sneaker in my opinion. Very, very nice sneaker. I feel like this is going to be a good sneaker that is going to be competing with a lot of other pairs of sneakers that we have on the market right now. Like, for example, you have the Ja 3s right now that's out. Those are killing it right now in the game. Very nice sneaker as well. Yeah, it's going to be nice to see how these do at the end of the year when they start ranking, you know, which sneakers is good or bad in terms of, you know, performance wise and stuff. I'm really going to be excited to see how these stand up against the competition out there, you know. Let me know what you guys think. Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? Do you think that these are as good as the first ones or better, or are you not a fan at all? I do know there's another color that's scheduled to release later this month. It's called the Blue Fusions. Those are going to be in the Minnesota Timberwolves colors. I know usually when a player come out with their signature sneakers, they usually have the sneaker come out in colors of the team and stuff like that. You know, like look at a lot of the Jordans. You know, look at even LeBron. You know, he got, you know, colorways in his sneakers that is representative of the teams that he's played for. But the Blue Fusions will release later this month. I want to say they're scheduled to release later this month on October 25th. Shouldn't be a hard pair of sneakers to get if you're interested in getting those as well. But definitely, guys, let me know what you think. Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? Is this a pass or is this a cop? If you've already played basketball in these, let us know. How does these feel? How do these feel on your feet when you ran these on the court and stuff? You know, it's definitely good to know what people think of these and stuff. You know, so yeah, just drop a little bit of chit chat in that comment box and let us all know something. And aside from that, if you can, if you may, hit that subscribe button down there so you can stay up to date on the latest and greatest when I'm dropping something new. Always try my best to interact with you guys. And yeah, I just love when you guys put your comments on there. It's always good to see, you know, what everyone is thinking about these sneakers, you know, even if you're feeling them or if you're not feeling them. I love the interaction, guys. But other than that, I'm not going to talk your head off. We're going to wrap this bad boy up. Stay blessed, stay fresh. Love your loved ones like there's no tomorrow. Until then, I will see you all very, very soon on the next one. Peace.